Welcome back to TR Aqua Studios. I bet you didn't know just how fascinating prawns really are. G'day mates. Let's talk about one of the most incredible little critters in the water, the prawn. Now, don't get them mixed up with their cousins, the shrimp. Prawns are these fantastic crustaceans, which means they have a hard shell on the outside, like a suit of armor. They live in both salty seas and fresh rivers all over our beautiful planet. They've got long bodies, heaps of legs for scurrying around, and long antennae that they use to feel their way through the dark. They are an absolute marvel of nature, perfectly designed for their underwater world, and they play a massive role in the food chain. What a little champion! When you look closely at a prawn, you'll see it has a body that bends. This curve is a classic prawn look. They have a special kind of skeleton, an exoskeleton, which is on the outside of their body. As they get bigger, they have to shed this old shell and grow a new bigger one. This is called molting, and it's a very dangerous time for them because they're all soft and squishy until the new shell hardens. They have 10 legs, and their body is split into two main parts: the head area, called the cephalothorax, and the tail, or abdomen, which is the yummy bit we often like to eat. Now, how do scientists tell all the different prawns apart? It's a real work of art. They look at the shape of their bodies. Prawns tend to have a more pronounced bend in their body compared to shrimp. Scientists also look at their gills and the structure of their legs. One of the biggest clues is in their shell segments. A prawn's second body segment overlaps the first and the third, like a little saddle. It's these tiny details that help experts classify them into different families. There are thousands of species out there, each one a unique little legend of the deep. So, what are the main types you might see? Well, you've got the massive tiger prawns, with stripes just like the big cat buttes. Then there are the king prawns, which are big and juicy and very popular. You might also find banana prawns, which get their name from their slightly yellow color and curved shape. And let's not forget the tiny, delicate school prawns that swim together in massive groups. Each type has its own special features and lives in slightly different spots, from the deep ocean to shallow coastal estuaries. It's a whole world of prawns out there, just waiting to be explored. Right then, where do these little fellas hang their hats? Prawns are found all over the globe, in all sorts of watery homes. Most of them are saltwater dwellers, living it up in the big blue ocean. You can find them in the shallow, warm waters near the coast, hiding in seagrass beds or burying themselves in the sandy bottom during the day. They love estuaries, which are special places where fresh water from rivers mixes with salt water from the sea. These spots are like a prawn paradise, full of food and places to hide from bigger animals that might want to have a snack. The lifestyle of a prawn is a busy one, especially when the sun goes down. Most prawns are nocturnal, which means they are most active at night. During the day, they're experts at camouflage. They'll burrow into the sand or mud, leaving only their eyes and antennae sticking out to keep a lookout for danger. This helps them avoid becoming lunch for fish, birds, or even us humans. When darkness falls, they come out to party. They scurry along the bottom of the seafloor, using their many legs to search for food and explore their territory. What a clever strategy. What's on the menu for a prawn? Well, they're not too picky, which is one reason they're so successful. Prawns are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals. They're the cleanup crew of the ocean floor. They'll munch on tiny bits of algae, decaying plant matter, and other organic debris. They also hunt for tiny worms, other small crustaceans, and mollusks. They use their smaller front legs, called chelipeds, to grab their food and pop it into their mouths. They are constantly foraging, helping to keep their habitat clean and tidy. Good on them. Life in the wild is full of challenges, and a prawn has to be tough to survive. They are a key food source for so many other animals, so they have to be constantly on alert. Their main defense is their ability to flick their tail with incredible speed. If a predator gets too close, a prawn can powerfully flex its abdomen, shooting itself backwards through the water in a flash. This quick escape, called the charadoid escape reaction, can be the difference between life and death. It's a high-speed getaway that often leaves predators confused and empty-jawed. You gotta be quick to catch one of these little rockets. Alright, let's get into the really fascinating stuff, how we get more prawns. The breeding process is an absolute marvel. It all starts when a male prawn finds a female prawn that is ready to reproduce. The male has to deposit a little packet of sperm called a spermatophore onto the female's body. He usually places it on the underside of her body, between her legs. This is a very important job, and the male has to get it just right. He'll often follow a female around, waiting for the perfect moment after she has molted her shell and is soft and receptive. Once the female has the sperm packet, she gets ready to lay her eggs. This is where the magic happens. The female prawn doesn't fertilize her eggs inside her body. Instead, as she releases thousands of tiny eggs from an opening at the base of her legs, she also releases the sperm from the packet the male gave her. The eggs and sperm mix in the water, and fertilization happens right there in the open ocean. She fans her legs to make sure all the eggs get a good chance to be fertilized. It's an incredible external fertilization process that fills the water with the next generation of prawns. After the eggs are fertilized, the story can go one of two ways depending on the type of prawn. Some prawns, known as free spawners, just release their fertilized eggs into the water currents to drift and develop on their own. But many other species called brooders are amazing mothers. The female will carefully gather the fertilized eggs and attach them to the fine hairs on her swimming legs, which are called pleopods. She carries this bundle of eggs, which looks like a little bunch of berries, under her tail. She is a dedicated mum, protecting her eggs and keeping them clean until they are ready to hatch. The life cycle is a journey of transformation. After a few weeks, the eggs hatch into tiny larvae that look nothing like adult prawns. These little fellas are called nauplii. They are part of the plankton, drifting in the ocean currents and eating microscopic algae. As they grow, they go through several larval stages, molting and changing their shape each time. They transform from nauplius to protozoa, then to mysis, and finally to a post-larva, which looks like a miniature transparent version of an adult prawn. This tiny prawn then settles on the seabed to grow into the magnificent creature we know. So, why should we care about these little 10-legged critters? Well, for starters, they are a super important part of the marine ecosystem. Think of them as the great recyclers of the sea. By eating decaying matter and small organisms, they help to clean the ocean floor and transfer energy up the food chain. They are a vital source of food for countless other animals, from small fish and crabs all the way up to bigger predators like octopus, sea turtles, and even dolphins. Without prawns, the whole food web would be in a real pickle. They are a cornerstone species. Beyond their role in nature, prawns are massively important for people all over the world. Fishing and farming for prawns provides jobs for millions of people, from the fishermen on their boats to the workers in processing plants. It's a huge industry that supports entire coastal communities. For many cultures, prawns aren't just food. They are a part of tradition and celebration. From a sizzling prawn barbecue here in Australia to a spicy prawn curry in Asia, these little crustaceans bring people together and are a staple on menus everywhere. They are a true global food source. Studying prawns also teaches us a lot about the health of our oceans. Because prawns are sensitive to changes in water quality and temperature, scientists can look at their populations to get clues about what's happening in the environment. If prawn numbers suddenly drop in an area, it can be a warning sign that there might be pollution or other problems in the water. By monitoring these little guys, we can get a better understanding of the impact we are having on our marine world and take action to protect it for the future. They are like little environmental indicators. So, the next time you see a prawn, whether it's on your plate or scurrying along in a rock pool, take a moment to appreciate what a truly special animal it is. They are more than just a tasty meal. They are expert survivors, dedicated parents, and essential workers for our planet's oceans. From their intricate life cycle to their crucial role in the food chain, prawns are a reminder of the incredible complexity and beauty of the natural world. They are true blue legends of the deep, and it's our job to make sure they'll be around for generations to come. What a beauty! Thanks for watching TR Aqua Studios. If you enjoyed learning about these amazing prawns, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fascinating ocean stories. See you next time.